Welcome to Small Growth Podcast. You are in All About Nice channel, and today I'm going to talk about 9 common mistakes that young people make and end up regretting in the future. And this article from Medium, and the writer is Value Stock Hunter. So let's get started. I think everyone once experienced being an adolescent, right? Absolutely. The answer would be absolutely, because before we getting old, we will be young for sure. And yeah, I think I am in that kind of middle age, so reading this article is quite useful in my lifetime so far. And I would like to share with you guys in this podcast. So it's going to be something that you could reflect on yourself as well. The first mistake is spending money on trivial things. In the young age, we might not think about the future that much. So we tend to spend money on things that we might not need it at all, or we buy it because our friend have it, or that kind of reason. So yeah, I think this one is the obvious mistakes that young people usually do in that age. And the second mistake is thinking that social is enough to get rich. As we know, like after we finish the school, we still have to learn a lot. And that's the reason why we pretty get used to the word lifelong learning, right? Especially for this, in this age, I mean, like in 20th century, everything changed rapidly. So school might not be enough to make you rich, but it could provide you a fundamental knowledge to survive in this real world. And however, even though you might not finish the school, it doesn't matter at all, because you can actually learn from good books, from listening to something informative, or like learn from your elders, learn from the surroundings. You can actually learn from anything to get better, to know better, right? And yeah, it's pretty makes sense. The third mistakes is young people tend to give up easily. I think the reason behind this is just the defense mechanism of human being, right? When we face something that difficult for us, we tend to like run away from it, stay in our comfort zone. It's pretty much easier that way. But as young people in their age, they might not value or might not realize how much important the difficulty would be in the future. I mean, because they face it the first time, and it's pretty normal to run away from it because it's your first time. But life is full of difficulties and obstacles. After they learn that, this is life, the difficult things is life, the obstacles or anything, problems is about life. So yeah, once we get used to this, we tend to be more comfortable dealing with any problems when we get older, in my perspective. The fourth mistake is accepting whatever they hear and believe anything. I think because of this time, it it is the age between being young and getting older. What I mean is that because of this age, we want to learn as much as we can. So we tend to believe everything that we hear about or we read or whatsoever. But the point is, once you absorb something, let's say you absorb some knowledge, it's better to question it beforehand. I mean, just don't believe it right away. So, yeah, as a young age, we tend to believe and hear and accept what we learn like right away after we absorbed it. The fifth mistake is investing without research. Yeah, I think everyone want to get rich, right? So sometimes we just follow someone who seems to be successful, or someone who we see as an idol in our imagination. So yeah, but doing this doing this investing without research is pretty much risky. So research before you invest, and it will help you gain both knowledge and the money, your wealth in the future. The sixth mistake is they always want instant gratification. Oh my God. For this mistakes, I think is actually be a marketing strategy for Instagram or social network platform. It trigger our instant gratification. So it might not be good for us in the long run, but as a young age, sometimes we need something to heal our feeling right away, because everything seems to be very brand new for us as a, like in the beginning stage of getting older to be an adult. And that's fair for me. For the seventh mistake is not saving money. I think this mistake kind of relate to the first mistake, which about spending money on the trivial thing, because we live in a society and we kind of want to catch everything that social standards how could I say, that lure us. So yeah, it leads to this mistake as well, like not to saving money. So I think it's really important to see the benefits of saving. For example, it could actually provide you an unexpected emergency, or even allow you to retire pretty sooner than you expect, the kind of stuff. So it could help you save more money in the young age. For the eighth is try to please everyone. And I would love to share about this mistakes, because I used to be a pleaser, a person as well. Once I realized that everyone does not actually affect my life that much. I mean, if we can actually were born alone, so we can't actually do anything alone. And once you explore that solitude, I bet you're gonna love the taste of freedom and the taste of independency. Independence. And the last mistakes is about blaming their parents for their misfortune. And this mistake happens because it was like we I actually cannot relate to this mistake that much, but what I want to say is our life is on our hand. So do whatever to get whatever you want. Do anything to get whatever you want. Make it happen no matter what. So it's pretty exciting to do that, to build your empire by yourself, like self-made, right, for the vocabulary. So yeah, stop blaming anyone, especially for your parents, for the misfortune, because you cannot fix any problems or anything from the past, but you can start from now and actually build it to be your empire in the future. And that's all for this episode. I kind of like it pretty much. So please leave a comment if you have any idea or any mistakes that young people tends to do in their age. So thank you for your listening. See you soon.